All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Saturday, October 28th. We got a calm 7-game slate. This video is brought to you by our friends over at Thrive Fantasy, the player prop website where you can play against the house or play against other players in contest format. You got Brandon Ingram, 23.5 total points. If you choose over, you get 95 points. If you choose under, you get 105 points. You got Zion Williamson. If you choose over, what the fuck am I talking about? Zion Williamson over under 8.5 total points. If you choose over, you get 110 points, and if you choose under, you get 90 points. You can use my promo code DFS Chapo, or you can use the link that's in the description, and that will provide you with up to a $250 deposit match. All right, let's go to DraftKings. Let's center this. Let's get this bad boy right in the middle. Let's try to make this video as quick and as swift as possible. I know it's Saturday morning. You guys got things to do. We're going to start with point guard. Seems like Donovan Mitchell has come to play. He's come ready. He's got an amazing match against Indiana. I have not looked at this slate. This is my first time putting eyes on this slate, and I already think I'm just going to jam in. I'm going to jam in Donovan Mitchell in my lineup. That's how I'm feeling, and the reason why is because we're seeing that a lot of the top fantasy players from last season, they haven't shown up to work yet. You feel me? So we got to play what we know. We can't play the Siakams and the Van Vliets and the fucking Levines and the Jalen. We can't do that no more because they're not doing what we need them to do. We're here to play fantasy sports. We're here to bet. We're here to bet money. Then we're here to double and triple it up. We're here to win money. We're not here to fucking play games or waste our time. We can't play these guys from last season because they're not fantasy efficient for us. If you're paying fucking $9,500 for Siakam and he's giving you 36 fantasy points, guess what? You lose. There's no room for error this season. You feel me? So we got to pay close attention to what we're doing. Donovan Mitchell, fire his ass up. Devin Booker and his broken toe. Let's see. I thought he was going to be out for 2 games. Yeah, he's not playing. He's out. Halliburton, he's sick. If he plays, he's always in play. He's matchup proof. If he's well enough to play, if they say he's good to go, fire him up. If they say he's been throwing up all day and he's going to try to, then fuck that. You need healthy, able players. You need to be playing healthy, able players that's going to be able to fulfill their jobs. Maxey at 8,200 is kind of spicy. For DraftKings. Played 40 minutes. He took 22 shots, 53 fantasy points. Shit. That's a tough one. He's a little bit overpriced, but I can see why his price went up to 8,200. He's in play, but just make it make sense. Jordan Poole, a lot of people are going to be off of him. Everyone's going to be off of him. 26 minutes, 30 fantasy points. Fucking Jordan Poole at 8K, you lose. If you paid $8,100 for Jordan Poole, and he gave you 30 fantasy points, you did not cash. You see what I'm saying? There's no room for error. Jalen Brunson at 76 is underpriced. He's in play. Scotty Barnes, underpriced. Fire him up. He's matchup proof. He does a little bit of everything. If OG is out also, then Barnes gets another bump. McCollum seems like he came to play. You could fire up McCollum. 46 fantasy points, 37 minutes, 16 shots. 16 shots playing next to Zion and next to Ingram. I could deal with that. I could live with that. Garland, he's iffy. He didn't play Friday. Hamstring issue. Probably not going to be healthy enough to play Saturday. Then he can stay the fuck home and let Mitchell do what he needs to do. Tyler Hero played well against Boston. Now watch him go to Minnesota and lay an egg, but he's still in play. Tyus Jones, his price came up a little bit. He's in play. Marcus Smart is fine. Quickly's fine. Melton. The thing with Melton is that Kelly Oubre is going to be taking his shine. So just be careful. Schroeder's a little bit underpriced for his role. If OG's out, Schroeder gets a bump. I'd never play Conley. If you want to play Conley, congratulations. People have been playing Ivy off the bench. They got big balls. I don't know if I could play Ivy off the bench at 5,400, but he's been playing well. He's in play. I mean, he's in the player pool. Well, he had one good game. Let me calm the fuck down. He had one good game. He played 23 minutes. $5,400 for 23 minutes. He took 14 shots. It's very risky. Very risky. Bruce Brown's in play. I don't need Lowry. Killian Hayes if you're desperate. Kobe White could take a shot. Not playing D-Lon right off the bench for 4,700. I'm sure I have enough value. Nemhard is fine. 32 fantasy points, 22 minutes. He shot 6 of 9, 10 assists. Just be careful with that. The rest of these guys, I don't think I really need. Maybe Goodwin if Beal is also out. If Booker and Beal is out, you can play Goodwin even if he comes off the bench again. But his price did come up a little bit, so just be careful. DraftKings prices are rising, so gotta be careful. Anthony Edwards under price, matchup proof. Cunningham, I'm expecting him to bounce back. He was a little bit of foul trouble on Friday night, so I expect him to bounce back. I expect Bane to bounce back. He stands out to me. Ingram is fine at 8K. Clarkson, you could take a shot. Healed off the bench. Kind of spicy. He's in the player pool. I don't think I'm going to need him. If OG is 100% healthy, ready to go, I'll play him. If he's not, I'm not going to play him. I had him in one of my lineups today, and he cost me money. So if he's not up 100%, he can stay his ass home and get better. Drink some fucking Gatorade, or whatever the fuck he needs to do. Mathurin's in play. Gary Trent gets a bump if OG can't go. LeVert gets a bump if Garland can't go. Eric Gordon gets a bump if neither Beal or Booker plays. Same thing with Grayson Allen. Nothing too crazy, but a little bump. Alec Burks, 44. Last man in. If you're desperate, fine. Caruso had a hell of a game. I wouldn't chase that. If Levine was out for some reason and Caruso started, or if Levine was out, I would give Caruso a little bit of a bump, even if he came off the bench. But people will chase that. All right, let's go to small forward. Markkanen, he's not giving us the fantasy points he was giving us this time last year, but he also has John Collins next to him, taking away from his shine. So unfortunately, I don't need Markkanen right now. Jimmy Butler at 86. He always gets hyped up to play Minnesota. You can fire his ass up. DeRozan's in play, gets a bump if there's no Levine. Kuzma's in play. I'm expecting him to have a big game. He has no Bradley Beal next to him. No Westbrook next to him. He's playing with fucking Jordan Poole and Tyus Jones. I need him to fucking go up and put up 50 fantasy points. I don't know what's the problem. 25 minutes, 32 fantasy points is unacceptable for Kyle Kuzma. 2 rebounds. 2 fucking rebounds. I'm going to give him one more shot. In fact, I don't even know why I'm crying. I didn't even play him. Just the fact. Just off the strength that he needs to be better. He's playing with lesser players and he's doing less. Makes no sense. Barrett, we could take a shot on. Looks like he's brought his game. Oubre, you could take a shot. He has his role. He knows what he needs to do. Coming off the bench, score. Asor Thompson, I played him today. I think he got in a little bit of foul trouble or something. He got off to a hot start, but he started doing dumb shit. Whatever. He's a rookie. I give him a pass. I'll go right back to him. Kyle Anderson's in play. Abdi is in play. Okogie's in play. Gets a bump if there's no Beal and or Booker. Herbert Jones you could take a shot on. Okaro's been a trailblazer. No, not a Portland trailblazer, but he's just been a blaze of fire. Look at this shit. 37 fantasy points and 27 fantasy points from Isaac Okoro. He did that both with 10 shots or less. Amazing. Does a little bit of everything. Okay, Isaac. I know when I go play his ass, he's going to give us fucking 3 fantasy points, but whatever. Fire up Okoro. Zaire Williams, fire his ass up also. All right, let's go to power forward. KD is too cheap. Lock him in. That's it. Lock him in. Siakam, you got Durant and Siakam at almost the same price. What you think you need to do? Play Durant. I'm fading Siakam. Zion, I'm expecting a big game from him sooner rather than later. And there's going to be a lot of players I'm going to be fading right off top. So my player pool is going to be very limited. So I'll probably get to Zion also because I'm fading Siakam. I'm fading Markkinen. They're just players I'm not going to be playing. Levine, I'm not playing. It just, when you stink up the joint, I can't be losing money on that. Durant in, Siakam out, Zion in, Markkinen out. Butler, we spoke about, he's in play. Cat's in play. Randall's in play. Jaren Jackson Jr. is in play. He should demolish Washington if he doesn't get in foul trouble. Mobley's in play. Tobias Harris is very risky. You could take a shot. Isaiah Stewart, very risky. He's not very risky. Yeah, no, he is fucking risky. But you could take a shot on Isaiah Stewart. John Collins, you could take a shot at 5K. Herbert Jones, I think we spoke about. Olynyk, Toppin's price came up. I don't need Toppin at 4,800. Kevin Love at 4,400 is a little spicy. The minutes I don't like. He played 28 minutes the first game. He was what? 4,100. Next game he played less minutes. But he still produces. Listen, you want to play Kevin Love? I ain't got no problem with it. Fire him up. Jalen Smith, I know he had that one good game. 13 minutes, 26 fantasy points. I do not like 13 minutes, and I do not like he hit 5 out of 6 shots to get there. That means he won't have that type of game again in 13 minutes. That's what that means. So be careful. All right, let's go to center. Yo, if there's no Garland again, you can play Isaac Okoro. Looks like a little bit of value right there, and he's not score independent. So that's the stuff we look for. And B 10.7K. Pirtle and Siakam. He's going up against Pirtle and Siakam. I think he dominates them, but you got to remember with Embiid, he always starts off the season a little bit sluggish. He did it last year, so just remember the tendencies. 36 minutes, he shot 9 of 21. For Embiid, that's not what he does. 7 rebounds, that's not what he does. 7 turnovers. If you think he's gonna bounce back and have a good game, you could play him. But remember, he's always a little bit dusty in the beginning of the season. Bam has been playing well, 77, a little bit underpriced. Vooch, I, Chicago leaves a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth. I might just fade the whole fucking team, to be honest with you. Gobert, you could take a shot at 7K. Miles Turner, he usually starts off the season well. 23 minutes, 27 fantasy points. That's pathetic. You got to go right back to him. We give him one more shot. We give Miles Turner one more shot because he usually starts off seasons a ball of fire. You know what I'm saying? Nurkic, too cheap. Fire him up. No Booker, no Beal, he gets a bump. If Jared Allen plays, nothing changes. If Jared Allen plays, Okoro doesn't look as good because now there's less rebounds to go around. But so let's just pay attention to Jared Allen news. Duren, this is what I'm doing with Jalen Duren. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna lock him in my lineup, and I don't give a fuck about his ownership. I don't care how owned he is. Jalen Duren should be in everybody's lineup. Valanciunas, you could take a shot. I don't need Kessler. I don't need Pirtle. Tillman, too cheap. I'm locking his ass in too. DraftKings fell asleep at the wheel. I'm locking in Tillman, and I'm telling you what I'm doing. In my main lineup, I'm locking in Tillman, and I'm locking in Duren. These guys are very important pieces for what their teams are doing this season. Whatever happened last season doesn't matter. Mitchell Robinson at 5K, you could always take a shot, but you already know he's risky. He's had the same MO for the last 6-7 years. Ain't nothing gonna change. And I think that's about it. I don't really see anybody else that stands out. We know that we don't really look for super value until we get closer to lock. Isaac Okoro stands out, a few other pieces, but we don't go crazy looking for value. When we start looking at the slate, we just try to make a little bit of a blueprint of how we want to go. I already know how I want to go. I already got 3 pieces locked in, so that's that. Now we about to go to FanDuel. If you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking the time to watch my video on a Saturday when you could be at Target, shopping, or you could be at the market buying some overpriced grapes, but you're here with me listening to some NBA DFS. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up, all that good stuff. If you're struggling with NBA, you need my help, no problem. I got you. I can build your own lineups. I can send you my finalized optimal lineups right before lock. Just check out my Patreon, link in the description. Go to the NBA tier and do what you need to do. We're going to go to FanDuel. We're going to breeze through the salaries, see if anything stands out. You guys know the player pool already, so we don't got to go over every single player, but I'm just trying to see if anything stands out. Okay. Halliburton's in play. We know that. Cunningham, I'm expecting a bounce back game. Maxi's priced properly with no Harden. That's fine. And I think once Maxey realizes that Harden may not come back, or when it's confirmed that Harden's not going back to Philly, I think Maxey hits another gear that he don't got to look over his shoulder. Fire up Maxey. Brunson's in play. McCollum, I like. Jordan Poole's probably too cheap, but he'll probably fail us. Clarkson's good. Schroeder's a touch overpriced, but whatever. Tyus Jones is fine. Smart is fine. Nembhard is 6'1" coming off the bench. Wow. Quickly and Nembhard are fine. FanDuel is bugging. Yeah, I'm not playing the rest of these guys. Maybe Kobe White at 53. Melton, if you think he has a bounce back game. Yeah, whatever. Let's go to shooting guard. Donovan Mitchell, 10K. Fire him up. Anthony Edwards, fire him up. OG, I'm fading. Levine, I'm fading. Ty Hero's fine. RJ Barrett is fine. Buddy Hield is okay. Bruce Brown is okay. Matherin, 6'2", he's fine. Struce, 6K. He gets a bump if there's no Allen and no Garland. Isaiah Thompson, I'm going back to him. Levert, he gets a bump if there's no Garland. Herbert Jones is fine. Kelly Oubre is fine. Okoro's kind of spicy on FanDuel. Be careful. Kogi if there's no Beal or Booker. Gary Trent if there's no OG. Eric Gordon if there's no Beal and Booker. Jaden Ivey on FanDuel is fine at 44. Caruso's fine. Neil Walker Alexander's fine if he starts. And guess you could take a shot on Derrick Rose, but he's not nothing spectacular. Let's go to small forward. Durant is actually priced properly on FanDuel. Jimmy Butler's priced appropriately on FanDuel, but like I said, he hits another gear against Minnesota. Desmond Bane is fine. I like him today. Markkanen is 85. He's okay. Ingram is fine. Scotty Barnes is fine. I want to hate on DeRozan so bad, but if there's no Levine, you might have to play him. He might be the only Bull that I play. Tyler Hero, I think I said that. Tobias is okay. Abdi at 6K. I don't like playing him, but he's fine. He's not the worst player in the world. All right, who else we got here? All right, nobody else has small forward that I'm jumping out the window for. Let's go to power forward. Cat 9'2" is fine. Randall is fine at 8'8". No Siakam. You know what? I might be saying don't play Siakam, and he finally had a breakout game. I know that Embiid is his boy, so he might try to show out against Philly. You know what? Let me take a step back. If you want to play Siakam, this just might be his breakout game. Go on ahead and play him. You feel me? Jaren Jackson at 8'4", he's fine. Zion at 8K might be too cheap. Tillman 6'7", he's fine. John Collins is fine. Kevin Love is fine. Let's go to center. Let's go to center and wrap this shit up. Embiid 11.1, he's fine. You know that. Bam is priced appropriately. Gobert is fine. Durant, it's almost like 2K more on FanDuel, and he's still priced appropriately because of the upside for blocks and steals. So Durant's in play. Miles Turner's in play. Nurkic is in play. Gets a bump if there's no Beal and or Booker. I don't need Kessler on this slate. Jacob Poeltl I don't need. He's not taking enough shots for me. Gafford I don't need. Mitchell Robinson I don't need. If Mitchell Robinson's your last man in, fine. Nas Reed, and if he's your last man in, fine. I think that's about that. So my player pool is super tight for this slate. Pretty straightforward. Just because I may not like someone don't mean that you don't gotta play them, but I think I've seen all I need to see for the beginning of the season, and I'm not gonna do it to myself. I'm gonna play what I know, and I'm gonna attack players in good matchups. That's it. Listen, I'm gonna go in and get out of here. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit the bell, thumbs up, all that stuff is important. Check out the Patreon link in the description if you need lineups or you need help with lineups or you want my lineups. And I'm gonna go in and get out of here, and I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.